Hello everyone and welcome to Larry's Walking Tours of Los Santos. Today on our tour, I will be showing you some of the most exquisite parts of the city. We'll be traveling from the beautiful Del Pierro Pier all the way to the prestigious University of San Andreas. And as this is a walking tour, we will not be using any vehicles on our journey. Sure, vehicles might be faster, but if you go too fast, you'll miss out on some of the city's most breathtaking sights, and also lose any chance of interacting with the wonderful locals. Not to mention, driving in Los Santos is a bit of a mixed bag. Alright, why don't you put on your walking shoes and we'll begin the tour. Okay, and here we are starting at the beautiful Del Pierro Pier. This pier is beloved by both tourists and locals alike for its view of the bay, delicious food, and mostly sanitary environment. Ugh. And so as we walk along here, you'll get an incredible view of the bay. And you may not even believe it, but it's only moderately polluted. You could accidentally fall in, and you'd only need to wash your clothes 3 times to get the disgusting smell out. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Alright, now continuing our walk here, on the right you can see the amusement park with its roller coaster and Ferris wheel. And even, look at this guy, this strange looking statue. What a weird statue this is. Sometimes you walk around the theme park and they'll have weird things like this just sitting around. Wait, what? Excuse me? Or maybe it's not a... Okay. Wait. Okay, moving on, you'll see some of the pier's popular food places. And here we have the Bean Machine, decorated with posters of their iconic bean character. And of course, the Lagoon's Diner, the restaurant that feels like an actual swamp, where every waitress is painted a swampy green color, and a sulfury smell wafts from one table to the next. Oh, and they kindly ask that you don't smoke inside the restaurant for obvious safety reasons. And, of course, here we have one of the... Jesus, alright. Do you want to get out of my way, please? Alright, and over here we... I literally just... Again? Okay. This isn't the kind of walking tour I was... Alright. Anyway, as we were talking about, this isn't the type of walking tour I was really hoping of having, but anyway. This is one of the most popular dessert restaurants in all of Los Santos. The famous cream pie. People come from all over the city just to get a cream pie here. Why are there police? We might wanna... Maybe we'll take a quick break for the walking tour real quick. Anyway, where were we? So, moving on, you'll see this is the famous cream pie. People come from all over the city just to get a cream pie right here in this shop, me included. Sometimes I even bring my friends and give them a cream pie, and I won't even charge them for it. Now, sometimes while you're walking on the pier, you might accidentally step into one of the many trash cans and bags that litter the area. But don't worry, as long as you don't step into one with a piece of glass or a razor blade or maybe a used syringe, you should be fine. Just think of it as a piece of local Los Santos culture. Wonderful. And moving on from the trash, you have the wonderful out-of-towners welcome building. As you can see, it is completely dead, with no lights on and no signs of life at all, which is representative of how Los Santos residents feel about out-of-towners. And of course, the police stand across the street. This one you should probably just stay away from. Trust me, I have some experience. And finally, we have the legendary Big Puffa. This is the most well-known gourmet pufferfish restaurant in Los Santos. With only 3 to 4 pufferfish related hospitalizations per week, every bite of their delectable delicacies sends a rush of adrenaline throughout the body. We highly suggest you stop by on your visit here. Okay, and with that, the Del Pierro Pier comes to an end, with this giant ramp. And unfortunately, because we are pedestrians, we're going to have to be confined to this tiny little pedestrian road on the side. Yep. This is it. And so if there's some people here, we're either going to have to squeeze over so we don't hit them. Okay, yep. It's very good. And there's a couple more people coming. There's a whole huge road in the middle that we cannot use, so we're just going to keep walking here. But maybe... So sometimes they might move, and I think it's probably fine. Yeah, see, they'll move out of the way for you. There you go. And it's only like a minute or two walk. It's not super long. See, we're already like halfway there. You know, we already made a lot of progress. We haven't had any problems. You know, it's just a very small sidewalk with, you know, that's not big enough for two people to walk on. And the whole middle of the road has literally 0 people on it for some reason. But it's fine. We can just keep walking, you know. And we're gonna get there. And just wait a moment. Okay. Oh, we have another guy here. Hello. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, home? Hey.
Nice. All right. Okay, and after that long-winded walk, we finally made it to the end. Exhausting. And we can finally see the beautiful sign that welcomes everyone to the Del Piero... Oh. Okay, after that, we're going to cross the road here. And now you're going to want to be careful here in Los Santos. The cars don't always stop. No, and that one did stop, luckily. Okay, and now because the light is green, we're going to try crossing. Here we go. No problem. Just walk on by. Oh, and it is already red. Whoa, okay. Look out there. All right. Okay, and right here we have the mediocre restaurant called Pescado Rojo. Now, I confess it to say that though I've been to this place many times, I still have no idea what the name could possibly mean. It's kind of mysterious. Now, pretty much everyone in Los Santos is incredibly friendly, right? So it's incredibly normal for us to simply greet people on the street, and everyone's totally fine with it.
What it do?
Well, what the hell ever then?
Oh, well, usually. And usually all these people are here for a reason. Like perhaps you'll just turn this corner and you'll find one of the most beautiful places in the city, right? A real hidden gem. Maybe not this corner. Anyway, continuing down here and turning left, we'll step onto the shopping district known as Prosperity Street Promenade. Day or night, this place is always hustling and bustling with some of the hottest people and shops in all of Los Santos. First, we got this blue shop here, which is the Fishnet shop. The Fishnet is a restaurant where you catch your own meal with a hand-woven fishnet, and it is a wonderful experience, especially for the kids. And over here we have the, oh, excuse me. Over here we have the White Widow, where they sell some sort of leaf. A maple leaf, maybe? Hello. Excuse me. And also the stylish shoe store Heat. With their shoes, every step you take feels like you're stepping on an upside-down parachute. And this is, of course, the Bean Machine, which is, empty? And of course, the one and only Zip, the #1 retailer for designer zippers in the whole world. Come and spice up your pants with a hot new zipper. Now, our organization has been told by Zip to mention that Zip only sells zippers and does not actually attach them for you. Wow, what an incredible lineup of shops. So please stop by this street in the future for all of your shopping needs. It really is a one-of-a-kind place. Alright, let's move on. Now we can cross the street here. And just remember what I told you about the cars not stopping. Sometimes they... Oh, we're good. Okay. Okay, no problem. Alright, just keep going. And we're good. Huh. Oh, ouch. Sorry about that. That might have been my fault. Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks. Alright, we're good. Now, here in this building, we have Simpson, Coke Train, and Bailey LLP, and Feist and Welch LLP. Two of the most prestigious law firms in all of Los Santos. Do you have a credible SA case against you? Or maybe you're in a little bit of hot water for some trivial money laundering? Come on down to this building for legal help. They may be a bit pricey, but their clients almost always avoid prison. Probably shouldn't be trespassing on their property. Okay, now here we've reached one of Los Santos's famous four-way intersections. You're gonna wait for the light here to turn green for safety. Los Santos really does have some of the best street design anywhere. Almost every road has a crossing sign and a crosswalk every mile or so. Alright, let's go. Wait, is that green or red? Oh, that might be red. Wait a second. Alright. There we go. See? And now it's light. Oh, okay. Well, that was a close one.
Holy shit!
I mean, it was walk. Hey everyone, are you hungry? Well, if you want some food, then come on down to the Food Plaza for some affordable bites. You can get atomized at Up and Atom, a taco at Taco Bomb, or grab a bite at Bite. You could also get a tasty Chihuahua hot dog. I don't think they're actual Chihuahuas, but... Or, everyone's favorite, Wigwam. Wow. Get some rings of fire that will be so spicy it'll give you a ring of fire of your own. Or, try some of their exotic animal dishes like bison burgers or horse soup. Or maybe even Geronimo wings. Who's Geronimo and why doesn't he need his wings anymore? Well, something maybe you should be asking while eating them. Alright, that's the food plaza, so let's go over here now, and we can try and cross this street. Of course, let's wait for the light to turn. Eventually. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright. It's green, of course. Okay, now a small place of note, one of Los Santos's, is right here. Oh my goodness. One of Los Santos's many pawn shops, where you can find gold and diamond jewelry that rivals the famous Vangelico fine jewelry retailer. It does of course beg the question, how they can afford to sell such beautiful jewelry at such a low price. But in my opinion, that question's better left unanswered. Next to the pawn shop, we have the Beauty Salon Supply, supplying all of your beautification needs. They specialize in hair growth and removal. And what's really impressive is that they work on literally any part of the body. Some even suspect that they're partially responsible for the Sasquatch rumors spreading around the city. And here we have everyone's favorite, panache, cleaning, and laundry. This is just an ordinary laundromat. And okay, now once again, we'll cross another street here. And we'll just wait for the people are very loud. We probably should mention that most pedestrian lights will change faster than it will take to walk the... Excuse me. As I said, they don't always stop. Now we should probably mention that most pedestrian lights will change faster than it takes to walk the length of the crosswalk. So, as to avoid injury, we suggest that you maybe make haste while you're walking on the road. Okay, we made it. Or you could be like that guy and run. Might be safer. Okay, now here, we're getting to the real meat and bones of the city. From here, I'll be showing you the places only the locals know about. Like, right here, it's Woody's Autos and Trucks, where you can have your trucks, RVs, and engines repaired. Though without any parking, it's unclear how anyone can get close enough to the shop to have their stuff fixed. Now we have the loyal discount carpets, where you can get a cheap knockoff quality carpet directly from a shop, and nail bar and spa, where you can give your nails both a drink and a spa day. I'm sure your nails would thank you. And of course, cell phone repairs. They have a magnificent track record of successfully repairing at least 30% of phones that are given to them. And those same exact guys give the same service for other electrical supplies. Of course, the success rate here is apparently only 20%. And now moving on. We don't need the office supply, of course. Now, once again, we have to cross another street. So let's just... another street. All right. As you can see, this is one of the more precarious intersections, so let's everyone be a little bit careful and don't stray too far from me when it turns green. One day, there we go. Alright, so we'll, that guy went during the green light, but that's fine. That's fine, we'll just make a quick walk over here. No problem. And once again, we made it. And now here we're going to turn left and start heading up this hill. And on the way you can see right here we have Dickie's Bagels. And unlike the one you might have at home, this is the original. So you can come here for the tourism aspect, I guess. And next here we have Gutter and Blood. Huh. Obviously a suit retailer. And Raj. Raj is the only place for exotic tiles from all over the world, as you can see with some of the examples they have up there above their shop. Lovely. And, oh, look at this. Look at this. This is Viendemort. Oh, yes. This here is a classic. They have a whole horse that they'll put on a spit for you, and your party can dine on the horse right there in the middle of the restaurant. They'll even let you do the honors of cutting it. We highly suggest this restaurant. It is quite the experience. And then we have, of course, Cherry Popper. Nope. Excuse me. These people were popping some cherries right outside here. Cherry Popper is the spectacular ice cream shop that lets you pop the cherry in the store. Or, oh, this guy wants to pop my cherry. Okay. One moment, please. Anyway, so the wonderful thing about Cherry Popper is that you can pop the cherry in the store, or you can take it back to your home and pop it in the comfort of your own living room. All right, and then obviously here we have Foreign Attire, a retailer that sells clothing from such strange and exotic countries as Europe, French, and even Africa. So exotic. Okay, now we need to move on, and the strange siren we're hearing, but that's fine. Nothing to do with us, I don't think. Could be a ambulance. Uh-oh. What happened there? Anyway, and at last, here we are. This is one of the reasons we took this specific road to the university. First, look at the view of this beautiful intersection. Really is a genius of American engineering. Look at the efficiency of the cars and pedestrians coming to a complete stop and waiting for at least 10 seconds to move again. There they go. Wow. There really couldn't possibly be a better way to move people around a city. Anyway, let's turn around here, and everyone, you can see the iconic Weasel Theater. Though not quite up to the level of fame as Los Santos' Beacon Theater, this theater holds its own as one of the most prestigious in the area of Morningwood, where we are right now. You can see right now they have such classic performances as Bitch in the Trunk. Wow. And I Married My Dad, currently playing. We highly suggest you purchase a ticket and hop on over during your stay here. I Married My Dad is particularly impressive by playing up the comedy of an incestual relationship of marrying one of the people that gave birth to you. Anyway, once again we're gonna cross this road here while being wary of the light, because we saw that lady going, and of course some crosswalks don't have a signal light for pedestrians at all, so you can see here, this is likely just an oversight by the city, so we don't know if... Oh, We don't know if, that was dangerous. We don't know if the light is supposed to be green or red, so we just have to take a chance when crossing, and luckily this time, we were able to cross safe and sound. It could also be that the street designers expect less people to try to cross and impede traffic if there are less pedestrian signal lights. So we just took that chance, and it was great. Lucky us. Alright, now here we have a little building that houses some of the necessities such as coffees and, of course, grains of truths. Of course, as it is Los Santos, we have another road. Seen quite a few of those. Oh, and the weather is getting a bit rainy, but that's fine. We're gonna power through. Excuse me. Alright, now, of course, unfortunately, here there is no crosswalk, and because it'd be dangerous to cross without one, we're going to go over here to the right, and after walking for a good 20... Okay, excuse me. No, you're not part of the tour, lady. Please. You didn't pay. No. No freeloaders. Please, come on. Alright, anyway, and here we are. Now, if you ever find yourself wanting to cross a street, but there isn't any crosswalk, just walk a mile or two, and you'll be sure to find one. It really is raining. Alright, now let's cross. It is white, or green, I guess. And it should also be noted that this massive road serves one primary purpose, and that is... Ooh, that was a little dangerous. Oh, excuse me. This road serves one primary purpose, and that is to serve as a border between two very different neighborhoods, as you can see, between over there, Morningwood, and this neighborhood we're heading to. Now that we've crossed, you'll start to see a very different side of Los Santos. Apologize if everyone's feet are getting wet in this rain. The forecast was saying it was going to be sunny, but, you know, it seems like we really should have brought our umbrellas. Apologies for that. Now, after walking down this street a little bit, we're going to turn left into this development here. Once again, please be careful of the cars. Now, previously we walked on the sidewalk this whole time, while apartment complexes and shops were easily accessible for us pedestrians. But now in this area, known by its residents as Richman, has no apartments or shops whatsoever. There are only these massive housing complexes, as you can see. They probably cost at least a couple $1 million, many millions of dollars. And yes, as these people can afford these enormous estates, they can, of course, also afford a car to get around. So, because of that, none of them have any use to walk outside of their estate, and therefore we don't really have any sidewalks. Just as you can see there, driveways. Lovely. And of course, the lack of a sidewalk serves an additional purpose as well, and that is to dissuade outsiders or college kids to walk in this area near the estates, so the people living here can have more quiet and privacy, as the only place the outsiders will be able to walk is on the street, which is very dangerous. So, while we're walking here, please be aware of your surroundings. Ah, finally a sidewalk. There's no telling when a car could come up upon us. Alright, and now we're finally reaching the end of the neighborhood Richman. Now that a sidewalk showed up, you know for sure that the neighborhood is ending, and the place where normal people... Oh, excuse me. And the place where normal people can be is beginning once again. And in the distance you can see, look, the world-renowned University of San Andreas. There it is. Which means, yes, we've made it to our destination. So, thank you everyone for coming out with us on this somewhat rainy day. It was nice when we started, of course. I hope our tour was educational for you. Oh, there is a truck. Let's be very careful here. Wah. If you like this tour, please let us know. And maybe next time we can take a tour to the airport or something. I'm sure that'll be a great walk. Okay, so once again, thank you everyone for joining us, and we hope you enjoy your stay here in Los Santos. So, see you some other time. To university. Man, no one's brought their umbrella. Okay, so here we are starting at the beautiful Del Pierro Pier. This pier is beloved by both tourists and locals alike for its lovely view of the bay, its delicious food, and the mostly sanitary environment. It really is a pleasant place to... Really? You gonna do this now?
Whatever.
Get...
You still hard, huh?
Oh my god. What is going on? Who's this guy? Where'd you come from? That wasn't even the bongo guy. Well, that happened. Alright, anyway. Okay, so here we are starting at the beautiful Del Pierro Pier.